Good morning. Now it is time to analyze my virtual English class. About the teacher's role. As a teachers, we always must be facilitators of learning, but as well, we need to play different roles, such as controllers and organizers. In my experience in the virtual class, it was important to plan the virtual lesson, but if possible, we need to apply it before in order to check its important aspects, such as students' feelings and motivation in the class. About students' roles. In this case, the students always need to feel important. And as a teachers, it is important for us to know our students' names. As well, it is important that all the students participate in the planned activities. And in my virtual class, I always try to say after each activity, "Well done, good job," and my students felt really happy for that. Giving instructions. In my virtual class, I always try to explain with clear and short sentences the instructions. However, sometimes it is really difficult for some students to understand. As a teachers, we must send in advance the worksheets and materials to the students, so at the moment of the virtual class, they can listen and check the material and understand in a better way the instructions. About providing assessment. In my virtual class, I try to assess each activity in order to check if my students understood the topic. For me as a teacher, it was important to know if they understood the topic. If I can see that they didn't understood the topic, I took notes and I will make a quick review in the next lesson. About classroom management. In my virtual class, it is important to check the students. They need to feel involved in the lesson. And we as a teachers need to have the control. For example, if a student wasn't paying attention, I try to correct that action and involve all of them in the lesson. It is important for we as a teachers to create different activities where students can listen, watch, and speak so they can feel really involved and motivated in the virtual class. Discipline. This was a really important aspect in my virtual class. For example, I always tried to keep all the students with the camera open because I could check if all of them were paying attention. Also, I said, please keep the microphone off if you weren't speaking, so they understand that I have the control and that they are in a real class, in this case virtual. So for we as a teachers, it's important to know that all the students are paying attention to our class and as well that they were understanding the topic. Giving feedback. In the virtual class, I try to give feedback after each activity, so my students could feel more comfortable in learning the topic. Using didactic resources. It is important that in our virtual class we use big pictures. Also, if we are using online games, we need to be sure that all the students can see the game. If not, we need to have a plan B because all the students need to participate. Thank you very much for your attention in my analysis.